Greetings. Welcome back to Consciousness Redacted.
The day is here. President Trump has finally released the first batch of UAP files. So now the whole world will see the truth.
That would be the ideal scenario, wouldn't it? So when you dive into President Trump's new system, you immediately get the directive here. As for my promise to you, the Department of War has released the first tranche of the UFO/UAP files to the public for their review and study. In an effort for complete and maximum transparency, it was my honor to direct my administration to identify and provide government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, and unidentified flying objects. Whereas previous administrations have failed to be transparent on this subject, with these new documents and videos, the people can decide for themselves what the hell is going on. Have fun and enjoy. President Donald J. Trump.
Now, when I get new data, I like to hit it cold. On approach, I have no expectations on validity, source, or what will be derived from it, or what I think they want us to derive from it. I also try to not read any other opinions or coverage on the matter. All this fun stuff will come later. For now, homework.
So let's get right into it. So here we are on the landing page of war.gov, and we have the directive from Trump.
In response to President Donald J. Trump's directive for transparency on U.S. government information regarding unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAP, the Department of War, DOW, with support from the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, ODNI, is overseeing government-wide efforts to expeditiously find, review, identify, declassify, and publicly release unresolved UAP-related records and historical documents in the federal government's possession, and so on.
And if we scroll down here a bit, we can see there are 161 files. They are labeled by file description, the agency that produced the file, release date, incident location, and file type.
Let's just check out this first one here. FBI investigative records, eyewitness testimonies, public records. Okay. Concerning unidentified flying objects and flying discs documented between June 1947 and July 1968. Let's take a look. Ah! These are quite interesting. Give me a second to scan through these. Wow. This one file has 184 documents over about 21 years. I think some of these things have been previously released, possibly. And there certainly seems to be some pretty interesting reports I have never heard of, although similar to ones we've all heard. We have some handwritten letters followed by typed-out transcripts of each. One lady, a member of NICAP, submitted a magazine from Amalgamated Flying Saucer Clubs of America Incorporated International. She seemed to think this is maybe some kind of recruitment for the communists. No. Oh, very interesting columns written here. Boy burnt by UFO. Mother and son survey damage from UFO. Sorry. Just doing some multitasking.
I find this interesting. Hope Troxell of Independence, California, founder of the School of Thought, reported that neighboring towns of Bishop and Lone Pine had partial blackouts during an evening channel, telepathic, she was having with the Space Brothers. The lights in Independence went out completely for several minutes by a gradual fade-out and back on the same manner. During this time, the space being speaking through Hope to those present, "Be not afraid. We are guardians of the race. Protection will be given to those in the area." That's interesting. Police follow saucer 85 miles. I know what I saw. Egg-shaped craft. There are some neat graphics and cartoons in here. Oh, these cartoons are funny. Two people watching flying saucers zip back and forth, and one of them say, "Swamp gas is restless tonight."
UFO sightings. Ooh.
Pictures of saucers. Yes, there are some finite nuggets of gold here. Let's look at some other files.
All right, let's get to some juicy stuff, shall we? We have FBI, NASA. I have separate plans for NASA. We can go over here and click on the file type, and it will produce every file with video. Ah, yes, here we are, panning for gold. What's this? Video footage from an infrared sensor. An accompanying mission report described the UAP as a probable Su-2735. Let's see. Well, this most certainly does not look like a probable Su-2735. Let's do a side-by-side real quick. Nope. Surely none I've ever seen anyway.
You know what this is, though. This here is a bona fide, certified, possibly electrified, naturally jellified, leaving debunkers petrified, classical Jellyfish UAP. My favourite UAP entity by far. They have a robotic quality, yet stealthy and fluid enough to travel through a busy military establishment unnoticed. If you ever watched the movie Predator, when the creature camouflages, there is an effect you can observe of a vapour or clear glassy atmosphere that the beast will hide behind. The jelly will do something similar.
What do we have here? Oh, I see. They are trying to track this little guy. You know, they can sense being watched, tracked, recorded, or anything like that. Uh-oh. It's going to get away.
I like this one. All right, what's next?
Ah, well, this one is quite captivating from a visual point of view. Well, I will say there are some interesting clues about whatever is being recorded. I don't know a whole lot about these infrared systems, but it looks to be very hot. Maybe the star is an effect of the sensor being overloaded? The star is most definitely not the object itself. Maybe an artifact of overexposure?
Wait one dang proton second. What was that? There is something there. You can almost see something. An elongated object? Also, it seems to be moving further back, and its movement is projecting something here. It is definitely in relation to the object's position. When it's here, they are close, but when it moves this direction, the object goes out. But this way it goes away. Is it a shadow? On water? The description doesn't provide much context. I don't quite know. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments.
I think a good indicator of its size is that tail it leaves behind. This must be resulting from the air retaining some heat after the object has moved. So I would think the object shouldn't be much bigger than that. Or at least that would be the size of the source of the heat we see. Very interesting. I don't think that these videos are the best thing that have been recorded. I can't wait to see what's next. I also can't wait to see what's in these NASA files we now have.
Now see, this is one of the videos I find rather frustrating. It's brief, low to no context, no points of reference. It seems to flex in a wave-like pattern. Is this the actual nature of this subject? Are the waves from heat? Underwater? Description says football shaped with 3 radial projections, 1 oriented vertically and 2 oriented downward at a 45-degree angle relative to the major axis of the main mass. I think it looks similar to a space shuttle. If one was to interpret the vertical projection being a tail fin and the 2 45-degree projections imitate symmetrical wings. I don't know. What do you think?
All right, those files and videos are a good starting point, but I encourage all to explore the entirety of the release and unleash your inner detective. But I would like to invite you to join me in exploring the NASA files and attempting to rewrite the narrative publicly and historically.